Hello, Cherie Hanson here. I just want to first of all invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like what you're hearing and you want to hear more. Just subscribe and look and see when I post the next one. The other thing I would like to send you to is my blog at cheriehanson.com that has 75,500 subscribers at the present time, and you can subscribe to that as well. I want to talk today about a kind of quick and simple system that I figured out when I'm coaching my clients, and it's called inside outside. We're at a time right now where the outside world is shifting really rapidly. Things that we were told were good or supportive or kind or good for the future are shifting, and we're starting to find out that a lot of that comes from a delusion about growth as being the ultimate good for society, and now we're starting to see that it's the opposite. So what do we do when we're in a place where, if we look at it metaphorically, all the structures around us that we counted on and believed in are falling in? They're faulty architecture. They have hidden weaknesses. They have horrible consequences for people. What we're being forced to focus on is not the outside, as we were told in the past. Just sit down. The authority figures will tell you how to live. The thing you're supposed to chase, like a bunch of greyhounds on a track, is the rabbit of success. Get going, tear that thing apart, get your bit of rabbit. And what we've come to now is the people who are relying on the outside world to make them feel safe, to make them feel like they're protected, that they're in a tribe, that they are not in a place where they are at risk, are really at risk. They are starting to fall. They're starting to stumble. They're starting to get sick. They're starting to get very anxious. So if you can think of yourself, this is my mind, as traveling in a submarine, this is the space I live in, and my body, my mind, my soul, my energy field is capable of supplying me with everything I need to survive. Everything, every single thing I need to survive is here. So I constantly retrain my mind to stay focused on the inside. And I'm going to teach you a little quick thing that I do with my clients that helps a lot. And it's called the self-interview. So I will think a thought, and then I see it go past, and I will go, why did I think that? What triggered that? What was underlying motivation for that to appear to me? Or I will interview a thought to see if it's a good witness. I put it on the stand. So I think that person must be dangerous. And then you ask yourself the question, why are you thinking that thought? And then you get to a place where you realize that it is a flashcard memory from your childhood or for some negative experience you've had. It's got nothing to do with the person outside of you. It has to do with inside of you and how you're interpreting that person. So how do you stay in a place where you're calm and content and at peace in a world that is like an earthquake? It's just shaking, it's falling in. They're like, don't go down that stairway. It's not built very well. Instead of being in a place where all of our decisions are pre-made, prefabricated, have been stamped on us, our family reality is burned into us like a brand, our class reality is burned into us like a brand, our reality based on our sexuality is burned into us like a brand. And now we're getting to a place where we are starting to understand that the only thing you can trust is inside of you, that you hold the calm, the wisdom, the kindness, the compassion that you need to get yourself through life. Now I've got a big responsibility. Now I have a big responsibility to me. And that is, how do I show myself love? The more I can show myself love, the more I can make myself feel safe and protected and at home in myself, the less the outside affects me. I don't need everyone around me to believe in the things I believe. I don't need everyone around me to be scratching behind my ears and rubbing my belly. But I do need me showing myself love. So here are the ways you show yourself love. Get enough sleep. Drink enough water. Eat really good food that support your body. Have positive thoughts. Be in a place where you're curious and excited about life. And if you need to, get in there and say positive things to yourself. Gee, you did well today. You got through that tense situation and you just flew through it and you weren't upset and you didn't lower your energy. Good job. Or you're going to have an adventure and that's not something to be afraid of. You've got this, girl. You've got this. So we have a responsibility now to stay the focus inside. We have a responsibility to provide ourselves with our own love and support and sense that we're okay and we know what to do in a given situation. We're not focused outside because, yes, it is falling in. Yes, it is shaking. Yes, it is shifting. But that does not change what's happening inside me because I am the source of my love and my security and my sense of purpose in life. I don't need these things to feel like I am at home. I am at home in my body. So as we watch things go on, the practice of breath work, affirmations, feeding ourselves well, taking care of ourselves well is going to calm us down, and we're going to be able to stay grounded in our bodies. And if we're grounded in our bodies, we've got this. I hope that this might help someone who is listening to it. I do coach people if you're in the weeds, if you're feeling shaky on your own legs, get a hold of me for a reading. I would be glad to share all the information I have gathered in the last 50 years. Not all at once, though, I promise. Thank you.